Hey, happy Saturday. We are over by Pershing Square, walking towards, there's so many things happening in Los Angeles today. I think we might actually be able to be a part of it, which is really nice. Because a lot of the events are close together. So our primary goal is the open access, all access. That's where we're heading first. But after that, the Dios de los Muertes is happening at Gloria Molina. That's kind of a kids fair, I think, but it would be fun to walk through it. And then BOOnion Station for Union Station. So they're also decked out for Halloween. So 3 different things to do. Primary one is not very Halloween-y, but I think we can pull those other things. Hey, Carriopolis. I spent a little time yesterday trying to front load my schedule for this week. So we got a bunch of events. Hey, JC Loop. Or a bunch of streams that we're gonna do. I love just this super modern building, and then this old-fashioned window and building. So it's really gray and misty here, or as Joseph might say, Silent Hill. Joe's at home manning the decks. I didn't stream yesterday. We ended up working kind of late, and so I felt pooped. I didn't feel like I could give it my all, but we did put out a abridged version of the Clown House live stream. So if you don't want to watch 2 hours or 1 hour and 40 minutes, I'm not really sure how long it is, you can just get to the clown part real quick. Hey! Sparked on the horizon. Also, it's just really Halloween music, so you could put it on the back of your party. Hey, Ricky, thank you so much. Welcome to. Thank you for upgrading. In a second, some fireworks will load. Just for Ricky. Woo! Thank you, Ricky. Okay, so the first event is like all access Grand Avenue, not the Disney Concert Hall. I had plenty of pictures of that I could have put into the use for a thumbnail, but I decided not to. I'm just gonna let this Tesla go first because I don't like confrontation, followed by that jackass, and oh gee, and this jackass who can't see a human being. Sorry, little public shaming there. Not usually my style, but 3 went through that crosswalk, man. We gave up our car this week after my 2 years was up. So I'm carless. It feels weird. I'll get through it. I've been carless before, actually. I think when I lived in LA, there were times when I didn't have a car. And I had a job to get to every day. I'm just going to stop every couple minutes right? And gas prices are going up. And you're right what you said about the freeways. I'm better off running. So we're gonna give it a shot for a couple months and see how we like it. We do live in a city, Los Angeles, that has become increasingly pedestrian friendly. Although, still can't get through a crosswalk without someone not stopping. Oh, we're gonna start with some art. Look, art. An ode to the car. I'm sure this has a name. But I don't know what it is. I dare not cross the street to check the plaque. Also, there is not a plaque. Hey, Joe is running the show. Wait, you're gonna go to Long Beach to do a run? I'm so confused. I guess you could just text me, Joe, when you get a second. So we have never walked under here before, but we definitely have walked over. The Y is right over there. The Bank of America Secret Garden is over here. We're gonna be walking under the street, and we're gonna come back around. As I mentioned, 3 events going on in this area. Let's see if we get to all 3, but this is the first one. I could be wrong, but I believe that, and it was this way for a while, but every like Wednesday or Monday, I don't think it's Monday, I think it's Wednesday, like the museums are free in Los Angeles. I don't know if it's every one of them, but and some of them are just free. Always. Okay, so. Wow, that's the parking for the City National Plaza, which is, I believe, the US Bank, right? Can you imagine being in charge of taking the letters off the top of that building or cleaning the I almost said windshields, the windows? Unbelievable. All right. Clean and modern. I kind of need to walk in there. All this area, of course, you know, is Bunker Hill. Very old and Victorian, kind of forgotten turn of the century neighborhood, which we tore down in the 50s and 60s. I think it might have even started in the 40s because the neighborhood was kind of a blight, the city said. This isn't like a historical walk, Jesus. I hate this. I don't know why I walk this way, because there's like no sidewalk coming up. Yes. But it's a really nice view. Alright. This could be a sidewalk with bushes that are just a little overgrown. And I just have to tightrope walk here. Thankfully the other side isn't too low. Still, I really don't know if I just made a error of all errors and I'm now walking onto the freeway. So again, you can also watch out for those holes. We never walk this way, and I can see why. I think I might have to turn around to not go on the freeway. I don't see any connection to down there. I feel like the same thing happened last Saturday for the No Kings March. Oh, I can walk down this dirt hill, but then I can't get over that fence. Who invented this? I really don't want to walk back by that guy. Alright, we're gonna go back the other way. So nice of a view, you get it twice. It's probably not meant to be walked on. I just assumed that this walkway would lead behind these buildings, like to where the 3rd Street tunnel is, or 2nd Street tunnel, or the tunnel. I honestly, I'm a little scared because it is like a pretty fast little lane I'm in. And we have a view. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Or good afternoon. I've never come into downtown Los Angeles on 4th Street. So I just assumed, I'm sure in the olden days there was like a little set of stairs over there, fun, that connected something, but you know, I'm so glad it's cool and gray today. I don't think it's gonna last long, but I'll take it. I'll take it for what it's worth. Hey, Allie. So let's get to where we're going. Lower Grand Ave is where they filmed the last Ew, that's horrible. Sorry. I like reading what people write on things, but sometimes it's not so good. So I need to get up there. No problem. Hey, Ruben. Hello. There is an escalator and a staircase to get up here. The escalator is not on. Oh, thank you so much, Ruben. Oh, thank you. Same to you. 'Cause you gotta have cars. Oh. I really... Hey, LA Unknown. You tell me about that sculpture. Again, I definitely driven down here, but... Or under this. So we are under the street we need to be on top of. This is kind of the modern equivalent of like the underground tunnels in LA. So these are all like service bays to the buildings, the banks or whatnot. It looks 70s to me, but I might think it's 70s or 90s. Or faded 80s. But like late 80s. Oh my gosh. That's where we're going right now. Also, we're going to check out BOOnion Station. That's going on till 4. And then I think I'll walk through. There's some kind of a Dios de los Muertes celebration in the Gloria Molina Park. So we'll be checking that out tomorrow. Hey, hola! Hola, España. Tomorrow we'll be going to the 80s block party in downtown LA. It's a Tim Burton kind of thing. But also tomorrow, while we're at the 80s block party, there's also the Little Tokyo block party. So we might go in Halloween, both Halloween themed. So we might go to try and check both of those out. So I admire these ladies for taking the stairs. I'm gonna take the hill that I should have taken in the first place. But tomorrow we'll be on in the evening to go to both of those Halloween events. So expect some not too scary things. I'm gonna just adjust my gimbal for 1 second. I always forget to, there we go, balance that last part. So back down Olive, we'll take our next right. So it's totally free. Whoa, sorry. It's totally free to go into the Broad today. I don't think they're gonna let me in with my camera. I did see another person film inside of the Broad, but they weren't live streaming. Yeah, I hit the POV switch. This time it's the user, not the tool. It's me. It's my fault. My big thumb. I thought, but you still need a reservation to go to the Broad. Usually, I believe. Or the last time I wanted to go, you needed a reservation, and I didn't end up going, so I've actually never been inside the Broad since it opened. You know, Christina knows where to find the boys, or the booze and the boys, right? Beautiful Pershing Square on a misty Saturday morning. Wow, you can take a bus to the Beverly Center from down here? Like there's a specific bus for the Beverly Center. I've never been. I wonder what the I wonder if I could get in with my gimbal. The only thing about that is I'm sure we're guaranteed like a line, and the last thing we want to be doing is filming the back of somebody's head live streaming. I have a few more touristy things to see in Hollywood for members' videos that I can't live stream. But like I could certainly see myself doing a members video from the Broad, in like January. I know that seems a long way off, but this is my hustling season for work. All right, Grand Avenue. One of my favorite new buildings. It's not new, but I feel like I've just recently discovered it. I feel like when you walk in with a gimbal or a selfie stick, it's so evasive. But also, the Louvre just got robbed. What if I'm trying to scope the Broad out? Hey, West Coast lady. So there's a coffee shop in here. It's over there to the left. I don't think that we can actually go inside today. If you were ever downtown, get a cup of coffee here, just so you can come in and see the building. Pretty awesome. I did a little video if you want to check it out. But you can get a cup of coffee at that little coffee stand. You're supporting a small business for sure. It's a small business. And then you can have a seat in there and be around that just beautiful 1930s Art Deco. The paintings, the murals, the marble. Oh. I think we're on the right path, except the footsteps are heading in the wrong direction. I'm currently building 2 apps. I know that sounds crazy. One of them is to be able to search the history of like an address or a building, mostly LA specific. That's something I've needed. Doesn't work perfectly yet. And the other one is an event finder. For Los Angeles that pulls in like all the events happening, not like super duper underground events, but you know, LAist events. Eventbrite, sorry, I'm walking up a hill slowly. I kind of losing my steam. Oh, not really, but Los Angeles in the fall. So, oh my God, do you guys remember that? The car we kept walking by? Alright, this is what we're going to. All access. Woo! I made an RSVP. It just said, thanks for RSVPing. I didn't get a, ticket or anything. Sorry, just every time you look back, you're looking through a couple of centuries of something. 20th century, 19th century, I guess 2 centuries. It's an interesting collage of buildings. And then we're in this area where everything was literally just wiped out to build this area of arts and civic pride. All right, we've got a... Come on. Thank you so much. All right, we got our pass. It told me to get here at 11 o'clock to beat the rush. Wow, okay, 11 a.m. to noon. Wow. Instrument petting zoo. Well, let's see what we can find. And here's the map, kind of where we are. Here's the overlay, the high-tech overlay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, we just passed Halo, pop-up performances. California, KUSC, the Colburn School in MOCA. I'm just going to attempt to walk into places. I have a lot of luck with ignorance. And we'll see what happens. I think we're honestly here pretty early, though. It said to get here early, 11. I thought that was still too early. LA is not an early city. We are go to bed early city, I think. But I think the reason I knew I belonged here is because everybody's late all the time. I am no longer late. I have absolutely somehow, except for the live stream and mostly out of my hands when I'm late. But everybody in Los Angeles is late. And the excuse is always the traffic. I was never late for work, except for doing this, which I don't think of as a job. But I take it seriously, sorry. So the Broad, not the Broad, has free general admission today. We'll see what the line is like and see if they actually let us go in with the camera. I just have to get my sort of, I don't know what you call them, ackles up. But again, I'm not waiting in a super long line. I would rather come back and do a members video where I could edit the line out, the line part. Okay, remember, no lines, no waiting. I always forget you can take the metro up here. Oh. You can book tickets there or speak to a team member. Should I try? Alright, let's go walk in. So free all the time. Today, no lines, no waiting. Unless the guy says no. I don't know. We'll see.
We can help you book one. Did you have a ticket?
I do not.
If you guys want to, you can either scan this or I can send you down and wait in line to make one.
Okay, I'll scan this.
Let me know if you need help. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Where are you from? New York. New York? Yeah. You live out there currently? Or you?
Yeah, I'm trying to go here now. You want the tea? I can give you the tea if you want the tea.
Give me the seat. I need to know.
First of all, where you trying to land in New York? That's a good place.
I could be opposed. I just want to be on the East Coast. I think I'm like Philly.
Philly's not bad. No, it's not bad. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Brooklyn is a good place to land. Crown Heights is really good. Very Crown Heights is our one.
Okay, cool.
We have lots of restaurants, lots of things to do.
I don't even think I've been. I can't even say I've been in Crown Heights.
Well, 'cause it's in the cut. You gotta know where to go. No one goes to Brooklyn and goes to Crown Heights. You know, they go to Williamsburg, they go to Dumbo. So I think you'd like it over there. But me personally, it's just too congested and too condensed for me.
Where do you stay?
I'm in East Flatbush, so I'm like after Crown Heights. If but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Sorry, guys.
Where are you from? Richmond, from New York?
At least.
Born and raised.
You gonna leave your hometown?
Yeah. I love it, you know, like, but I can always go back home if I need to.
It's so hard to type with one thumb, sorry.
So I'm a creative content strategist, so I work remote, so I can work from anywhere. So I'm grateful for that. I do content creation and I have a podcast, so I do that too. It's called The Emotional Thesaurus. Talk about our feelings.
Guys, check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's called The Emotional Thesaurus.
All right. Successful. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. All right. Here we go. As long as we can. I'm pretty excited. Stand by, ticket holders. All right, ticket holder, I am here. Also, if the connection craps out, I will not stay. And hopefully I won't need to get frisked up.
Hello.
Hiya.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so
just
much.
remember, 2 feet away from the artwork.
Oh,
Photos and
you
videos
betcha.
are cool, just no flash.
You betcha.
Sorry, for the backpack, wear it in the front, or you can check it in at the front desk.
Okay.
And then you're welcome to record, you just can't use the
Stick.
gimbal. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's all right.
Thank you.
So, we're gonna go in. We're not gonna be able to use the gimbal. I'm gonna have to put the backpack in front of me. Hold, please. hang tight. I want to lock my gimbal so it doesn't jiggle around and get loose. Just may not be able to do. I love the Kunst also. All right. So, here we go. Let's see if we can, there we go. Woo! So, our first little handheld stream. The signal is pretty excellent so far. I will certainly, let me see if I can grab their Wi-Fi, because just as I said that. It's funny, although I've never been here before, I literally have seen some of these pieces. So this is Mock Bradford Deep Blue. Pretty amazing. It's funny because the Broad name has sponsored so much NPR stuff over the years. It's probably the only reason I knew how to pronounce this. This is just fantastic. We're staying 2 feet away at all times. It's like a quilt. It's called Red Block, found aluminum and copper wire. L and 2C. It is. And check out the wacky elevator. I love big art, and I cannot lie. This is Julie Naratau, Cairo. Okay, 2 feet means we can get pretty close. I have a big piece of art in my living room. I need more big art. Like a painting. I like big art, and I cannot lie. I love this. I love it. It's kind of Keith Haring-esque. Hey, Will. Welcome, welcome. We're in the Broad Museum right now. It's free today. Thank you for being here. Mock Bradford, Helter Skelter. I like the skeleton hidden in there. And a lot of the black pieces look like pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. You've seen these before on anybody and everyone's Instagram. And look, there's me in the pink one. Oh my god. It's really weird not having the gimbal. Remember the time my gimbal broke and I was just like, I'm not streaming. This is actually pretty easy. Although my arm is getting tired. I do love a large photograph also. Saludos. Oh my gosh, here comes Under the Table. Love Basquiat.
By one artist, right?
There was a company that made Basquiat dessert plates and dinner plates, which I think is kind of anti-Basquiat. I'll go back to that big red one in a second. When you get up closer to it, it's pretty amazing. Like you focus on the tiny parts. I think that's something interesting about Basquiat too. There's a lot of, sorry my finger, a lot of little tiny stuff going on there. And some big stuff. So that red one, are you talking about this red one? All right, have fun. Be careful in Long Beach. Don't enjoy too much sun. Are you talking about this red one? Because that is jaw-dropping to me. The red Basquiat painting in the other room, though, does remind me of our attic growing up. There's a Jeff Koons. Everybody's kind of having their moment with these things. So I can come back here anytime. Oh, sorry. I don't know why they want my backpack in the front, but I forgot to put it on the front. Although, what about his backpack?
Special exhibit that they have.
So you have to wear your backpack on the front if you're me, I guess, only. Oh, I remember June Lockhart. Whoops. I don't remember wires, though. I don't want to go in there. All right. Let's go to look at Under the Table. Actually, this is really uncomfortable for me, so I'm just gonna wear it on my shoulder. I'm feeling a little rebellious. Sorry for the Batman vision. I wonder if you're alive. If you're allowed to move the chairs. I really want to push one in. I'm not gonna do it because it's crowded. Also, I don't want to hit somebody with a chair. Hey Ricky, I'm so sorry if I don't say hi to anybody. I'm actually guerrilla style today. You're lucky I'm not doing this. Sorry. So free all the time, but with a reservation is what I'm understanding. And then today, you just could make a reservation at the door as you walk in. So this. Oh, yay. We love Murakami. I don't know, they have so much great stuff. And lovely Wi-Fi to boot. So, I'm gonna walk over here. We're probably going to skedaddle out of here and check out what else we can check out, because we've got 3 more places to go. So, BOOnion Station and... oh no, it's pretty amazing. I almost walked into the same wire I walked into before. I just love Murakami actually. So... so let's head out and cross the street. I almost want to take the weird elevator. Programming space. Oh, thank you so much. It's really... I can never see that, but thank you so much. Here's where they store the art. pretty cool. I wish there were buttons and you could make things slide out. Like the old posters thing in the record store. Yeah. Alright. Cute little gift shop. I wonder why they make you put your backpack on in the front. I feels like it would be easier to steal something when you have access to your backpack. Oh yeah, there's the Jean. There's the Basquiat dinnerware. I wouldn't mind the mug, although I know I would break it. But I wouldn't mind a print either. I just don't know if I would want to eat off of Basquiat. Drink a cup of coffee, maybe. Alright, let me plop my gimbal back together if I can find a spot to do that. Whew. A simple planter. Here, look in this planter for 1 second while I get my gimbal out. Will, thank you so much. I'm sorry I was not very attentive to the chat in there. I never see members get purchased. I only see when people renew for some reason. It's a real short site of the app I'm using. But I think YouTube has a lot of proprietary stuff that they don't. That's why I'm having such a hell of a time with Discord. By the way, the Discord should be set up by the end of the week. We've given up on having a direct link for the Discord, so we'll just update the password monthly. Just put this in upside down. Look forward to that. I don't think so. Alright, hold on while I flip this guy into position. Hi. Alright, looking good. I'm going to trim my beard when I get home, so don't comment. No comments, please. While I've got you here, allow me to plug in. Alright. An external mic is connected. An external mic is connected. Alright, looks like we're up and running. So, let's cross the street and check out the Colburn School. But really will love fireworks, kitties. Also shout out to my members, new members video coming up this week. It is going to be an actually scary ghost story, steeped in history. Oh, we love you, Will. Thank you so much. I love the fact that somebody's over there singing Woody Guthrie. I think it's Woody Guthrie. My beard looks pretty ratty right now. I see guys all the time with like this nice beard that is probably longer than mine, but just looks kind of like straight almost. My beard sticks out. I've got pretty kinky hair, I guess. Yeah, it's a kind of magical area, to be honest with you. If you dig a little, though, it's a magic area built over a beautiful area. This is where the Bunker Hill stood, actually. So my father had beautiful, like, black, wavy hair. My mother had curly, red hair. So, if I had had either one of those, acceptable. But basically, what I got was, you put that together, I have some straight hair, I have some curly hair. Sometimes my hair looks nice, sometimes it looks frizzy. But my beard looks scraggly instantly. Ooh, they're having a printmaking workshop. That's pretty cool. I love printmaking. I wonder what kind of printmaking they're doing. It's like a look at that. Yeah, I think wow, they're playing a classic track. Actually, I feel like I never walked down here except maybe once before. That long set of stairs at the US Bank Tower was built for the US Bank Tower. There's no Bunker Hill left, really. I mean, the only remnant is, I kind of feel like, probably Angel's Flight. Like, they obliterated it. We're going to the music center. That's our kind of last stop, and then we're going to turn down into Gloria Molina. In the music center, there's a building of the a picture of the Los Angeles Music Center when everything else on this hill was raised, and it's kind of everything on the hill is raised, and the two last remaining homes, which burnt down afterwards, were there. This is an instrument petting zoo. Everyone's petting those violins. Is that instrument? Yes, instrument petting zoo. No trombones, though. No trombones to pet. So, when I started this channel, really love LA. A really sort of rose-colored perspective, but the more I dig, they just systematically, like, in the past, hopefully this is not forever and for now, KUSC, little classic music here, you know, neighborhoods, Sonora Town, Bunker Hill. If you want to watch a movie where you can kind of see what it was like before it was torn down, there's a movie called The Exiles. It's black and white. It's a documentary. It's a heartbreaking slow burn, the story in it. But it really has a lot of a lot of Bunker Hill photographed. It's one of the few movies. I think maybe there's a Raymond Chandler movie too. Hey Mary. There's a lot of documentaries, PBS SoCal, PBS documentaries on Bunker Hill. There's one about the man who lived at the castle. That's one of the two houses that was in front of the music hall before it burnt down, and he's like the last living Bunker Hill person. I don't even know if he's alive anymore because I feel like these things I was watching were from like 15 years ago or 10 years ago, and he was pretty old then. It's like, what's the living history link? You know? I figured, thanks Mary, that was a great bit of advice. I figured like, I feel like the live streams, for somebody to go back and watch them, they're more for us and the chat and the community. So I don't know that anybody would want to watch us walk there. All right, so in a previous member's video, I went to this little garden that's up here behind the Disney Concert Hall, the Blue Ribbon Garden. And so we're gonna check it out now. I'm not really sure why they built this garden. I feel like a lot of these places, in order to build here, they needed public spaces. So wandering through downtown, I need a little respite. There's a garden back here. There's also one at the Bank of America building directly behind us, in front of the, behind the Disney Center, sorry. Somebody just fell out of their stroller. Right? We're gonna have a nice surprise right now. I'm going to take the middle staircase, or middle set of steps, because optically it's more balanced, right? I could go for a stormy day. I hope that's coming out here. Tomorrow night we'll be live streaming at night from downtown, the block party. There should be insane costumes there. Everyone but Joseph has told me that. Thank you so much. I think it's more calm when I'm reading a script at home than when I'm walking. Okay. Create your own thaumatropes. I don't know what a thaumatrope is. Thaumatropes? Okay. Oh, thank you guys. I wish I could say the same, but I've never heard anyone's. Oh, actually, I've heard Will's voice. This is a really super lovely spot, and a lot of other people are enjoying it as well. So I'm going to try to let them without intruding. And the Bank of America building also has a garden at the foot of it. my gosh, you're gonna end up flying through the sky like the witch in The Wizard of Oz. I hope this is like free hot dogs. I'm really into free hot dogs now, ever since we got one a couple weeks ago. Funny story about this particular building is, I don't know which condo it is, but the glare, I love that expression. The glare was so terrible that they have to like put screens or some kind of a shade sail on the roof to keep it from bouncing out. Yeah, I'm pretty high. I wanted to get really close to the edge, but I thought that lady in the striped sweater would like to push me. So here. I'm actually not really afraid of people pushing me. I'm afraid of them tripping and pushing me. This is a little high for me, but not too high. It affords you a view all the way down to the library. It looks like the fountain is made up of all like Delft blue china, which may be true, and it may have been that Walt Disney's wife collected it. It is all Delft blue. There's a couple fountains. There's another really beautiful fountain over here. I hate being on these people's tail. So in this area there are 3 gardens you can sneak a little visit to. I'm going to go back to the ledge here. Look at this charming bird. I'm hiding in a bush, and you know what that means? That's worth 2 in the hand. A bird in the bush is worth 2 in the hand? I'm not really sure. Hey, Gary. So, Bank of America building has a little public garden at the base of it. Disney Center, public garden. And then there is the building like waterscape building over there, the Farrer building. So, the Bank of America garden, they needed to make a public space to be able to build that building there, because that was part of like removing Bunker Hill and being able to build. They had to build stuff for the community. Not many people did. A lot of the Bunker Hill kind of sat in waste. We'll look into the Disney Concert Hall, but I didn't mean to come over here. I feel like we're missing something. Cool. Beautiful. I don't know what they're doing in there. It looks like a chat. I don't want to walk into a chat. We're gonna head to the DCP because it's right across the STREET. We're doing spelling today. So we're gonna go over to the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion and start up there. I wish I will Edge fan. I'll put some Bunker Hill links up if you want to check it out. It's just fascinating to me, and also I feel just a weird sense to be walking through somewhere that has been completely wiped out. And for maybe the first 10 years I lived here, I just thought it was stupid that they called this area Bunker Hill. Well, mostly because Boston has a Bunker Hill too, and it's got like a big monument on it. I can never use a keyboard. It's the worst. I have not been on the East Coast probably in about 5 years. And I was in Florida. I don't mean like I was in Florida. I was actually born in Florida. But my sister lives in Florida. And so now I have some nephews in New Hampshire. Or one in New Hampshire, one in New York. And then my sister lives in Florida. So it's weird. I, love to visit. It's weird to go to Florida to like hang out with my family because that's not where we're from. It doesn't really feel like going home, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh, I got some bird action a couple weeks ago, and it was horrifying. Look for the picture of this building all by itself on this hill. It is slightly heartbreaking in a way. I mean, I love the Music Center, don't get me wrong. Also, like, Florida has no seasons, like California. I mean, it does have seasons, I'm sure, if you live there. But, like, I associate times of year with changes in the weather. So, like, I always think about going home for Christmas, and I think about being in New England. Yeah, it feels like a vacation. It always feels like a vacation when I go to Florida also. Alright, so we are leaving art, but we're going to walk up to the DCP anyway. We're going to leave art and head into Dia de los Muertes preparation. We will be going to the Dia de los Muertes in Olvera Street on Monday. We'll watch a procession and we'll get there. Everything is so kind of late this week. But the couple days that I have not scheduled yet, I'll do something earlier. We also need to do my ghost walk for Halloween. My favorite month in LA is December, because usually it rains a lot in December. I also, it's kind of hard. I really love December, and I really love like May. Okay, we're gonna follow the balloons. Again, I'm selfishly walking right in the center of the stairs because it makes for the best shot. What is your favorite month where you live? Where do you live? Tell me. MCJM. Okay. What's your favorite month in Spain? I kind of regret never going to Spain. Well, it's still there. Hey BD, happy Saturday. I don't know how long you've been here. We just went to the Broad and little artsy day on Grand Avenue. We are now heading to Dia de las Muertes. At 2 o'clock they're going to have a dance recital here. That's like an hour away. I don't see us standing here. And then BOOnion Station is BOOnion Station. Although every time I see it, it looks like Bunyan Station, which I don't want anything to do with a bunion. With all the walking I do. I'm going to try to go on like a weekday now that I know I can actually walk in there. Alright. I thought I could hear someone down here singing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That's why I went the other direction. I mean, not because I don't want girls to have fun, but because I don't want the copyright. It's a beautiful view. I really love this area. Also, these are great places to see a play or the LA Phil. These three buildings behind me, the Disney, the Music Center, and the Taper Forum. I will. Have a great night, Will. We will send your regards to Osgay if he pops up. I like how the paper things are now plastic. Thank you, Will, so much. Hey, shout out to my members. For some reason, 2 days in a row, the list has disappeared. So I can't name you by name, but you know who you are, and I really thank you for your support. This was unexpected, by the way. Well, I didn't intend to come here. We are going to always respectfully look at these. Beautiful, kind of beautiful tribute. Hey, Mighty Bull. Welcome, welcome.
No, the Reluctant Traveler story.
I really wish I could smell the marigolds. I love marigolds. I'm sorry? No, I just run a YouTube channel.
Oh, what is your channel?
Walking in LA. And we,
Oh, really?
yeah, we
Very
just
cool.
go to arts events and different neighborhoods and talk about the history and
Oh, I love that.
check it out. You'll have to check us out. Sure. Yeah. Take care. Oh, it's great. Well, check it out. Oh, actually, this is really great. Let me give naloxone. Where's the camera? The KABC camera. Did Hilda Solis pass away?
Dios, hombres y te digo lo que fuiste, un ingrato con mi pobre corazón, porque el fuego de tus mismos ojos negros alumbraron el camino de otro amor. Pensar que te adoraba tiernamente, a tu lado como nunca te sentí, esa sensación de la vida. Sin el beso de tu boca yo me vi, amor de mis amores, amor mío que me hiciste, que no puedo conformarme sin poder.
Oh, the poor ABC guy has such a heavy camera.
Probably not this area for me.
It's a good day for doggies to be outside. I kind of feel bad for mine. They're lying home alone on the couch. Well, one is in the bedroom, lying on the floor. The other one is lying on the couch. It's... Hey, JC Loop. It's kind of a bummer. We have, like, cameras, and our terrier dog just watches the door. And the poodle dog, multi-poodle, big dog or bigger dogger, he just like is depressed and goes in the other room. Oh, I could. So we will go to the Day of the Dead on November 1st. I didn't put that page up yet, but I'll put it up when I get home, or I'll put it up this week. I just haven't bought the tickets yet, so I didn't want to book a time. I'm most likely going to buy tickets for like the 6 o'clock. So I'll be live streaming every day for part of every day this week until the Dios de los Muertes next Saturday, I think it is. And then I'll do Sunday and then take Monday and Tuesday off like I usually do. But I'm going to try to bring you as much stuff this week as I can. German Shepherd Rescue of Orange County. These little puppies. Oh. Oh, thanks, Gary. This one's called The Eternal Journey.
Ahorita invita a mi esposo a hacer algo de refreshing.
That was Hollywood.
Suavecito, suavecito. Oye, mitad que te quiero. Suavecito, suavecito.
Just wanna donate.
Estás me muero. Suavecito, suavecito. Suave, suave. Quiero llegar a tu corazón. Suave, suave. Para tener por siempre tu amor. Suave, suave. Quiero llegar a tu corazón.
Mary, thank you so much. Thank you for shouting that out. I can never see those, so I really do appreciate that. Will, Mary, thank you so much.
So it's smaller than like a normal bird truck. So same thing with that. Like I can imagine driving something matching this.
I really do. Thank you so much for the support.
But I got it at a ranch, you know, over there, Paris.
Very simple.
How many volunteers do we have in total? I think it was like a rotating about 16 people. And that's about 20. Yeah, rotating. But we had what, 2 weeks to put it together? Yeah. It was. Oh no, the elements are so beautiful. Go for it. We trust you. Of course.
Food trucks. We're gonna dip down. I'm gonna go back up through there. This one's insane. And I mean that in the best possible way. Whoops! Uh-oh, guess what time it is? time to plug in. This is amazing. Mary, Will, thank you guys so much for the memberships. Those actually don't pop up when you guys pay, so I do rely on the kindness of everybody else letting me know, especially without Joe being here. Sorry, I'm just plugging in. The music's great. Enjoy it now. I'll be erasing it later. There we go. All right, we are charging. All right, I really want to go to the bottom of this so you guys can get the scope of it. Joe is rehearsing right now for his tour. It's just kind of amazing. All right, I'm gonna let that lady do what we want to do. We can come back. The Statue of Liberty hand covered with butterflies.
Sonali today, and I said, yeah, I haven't. Sorry, but I'm not talking about it. This is crazy, but mine is really fabulous. It's definitely the video of translated from
I kind of got out of order here.
well, you know,
Fernando Valenzuela.
Street. You can go, it's a beautiful place, it's a museum, and it talks about the history of Mexicanos here in Los Angeles. This one's like a group of 30 kids went to visit, and 30 seconds later, with wide eyes and white smiles,
That's pretty lovable.
with their teacher and parents. They want to learn more about Supervisor Gloria Molina and her many contributions.
She's reading a story about Gloria Molina, who this park is named after. I love it.
All the guys, right? The ones made the tour. Welcome, welcome, he said. The museum guide, as she pointed of the green and purple quilt that Gloria had made. The children gaze at the bright cotton square that celebrates Gloria heritage and her city, Los Angeles. Gloria heritage and city, Los Angeles. So,
Gloria Molina was the first Latina something of Los Angeles. I really don't know much more about her other than this park is named for her that we're in now. But the story that she was telling, I feel like we need a Gloria Molina episode. I mean, they do name parks after stupid people. Columbus Square, sorry. But I always love discovering somebody worth celebrating. Alright. She was definitely the first, maybe first Latina, I think you're right, city council. Oh my gosh, you could decorate your own sugar skulls. I just want to eat a sugar skull. Wow, awesome. So, here we are at City Hall. We went to the Grand All Access, Grand Street Arts All Access. I'm butchering the name of it. We've got to celebrate a little bit of the first of our many Dios de los Muertes celebrations here in Gloria Molina, the park for everyone. So now let's go check out BOOnion Station. We'll walk through Olvera Street. I'm going to go to Union Station, check it out, and then I'm going to walk back through downtown a little bit. I think I mentioned this. I just don't like getting on the train at Union Station. Oh, I hear some dinging somewhere. Oh, another thing I didn't do when I put my, there we go. I had to stow my gimbal and I forgot to reset the one part of it. I'm surprised it didn't beep sooner. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Olvera Street and BOOnion Station. It definitely has a lot going on today. I'm kind of, so we don't have to live stream tomorrow. We don't have to ever live stream, but I mean, we haven't scheduled the live stream tomorrow till late in the day, so I'm kind of hoping that I can do something crazy at night. Okay, is this part of the Dios de los Muertes celebration also? Because this is weird looking from here. I don't know if you can see it yet, but there's like some contraption built in front of, oh my god, she's gonna make it after all. I want her to throw her hat up in the air and catch it. Oh, I thought she was gonna do it for a second. You're supposed to throw your hat up in the air and catch it. There you go, she almost did. I don't know what this is. It looks like a pirate ship. Oh, we can't go there. Oh, maybe this is for the block party. We did catch a peek, a little tiny peek inside of the Disney Concert Hall. Oh yeah, it's another stage set up. We kind of got a peek through the window. I feel every time I go on stream and enter a building that I never thought I could enter before, I feel a little more emboldened to do it. Never thought I could walk into the road. I guess you can't go in without a selfie stick, but with a selfie stick, but I kept a pretty steady hand. Gloria Molina, Legacy Pathway, another name for this park. She was the first Latina elected to the Los Angeles, and that I can't read, Board of Supervisors. I think it might be for the block party. It's Karen Bass's birthday party. We're not invited. It's pirate themed. I'm not trying to get political. Okay, I could definitely see Motley Crue. Here, you guys can peek over the fence. Tell me what you see. What was there? I can kind of see through the mesh. Oh wait, here's another peek hole. So the weird thing is that I can see like lifeguard booths set up in there. Here. I'll show you from this angle. Can you see the lifeguard booth? No, you can only see tree. Anyway, I think it's for Save the Bay. If it's not for us, it's not worth mentioning. Although I could break into that parking lot over there and kind of get in there. Alright, let's go check out BOOnion Station. We're a couple blocks away from Union Station. We were just here the other day when we were talking about our disappeared graveyards, which all of downtown over here was a disappeared graveyard. Straight ahead of us, Chinatown. We're gonna dip right here and then take a left. Walk through Olvera Street, check out Union Station's frightening decor. And because, hey, Miriam, happy Saturday. It's blocked off for an event. Please, you guys, thank you so much to members. I really I can't believe I don't have my members list to thank you. It's really part of my live streams, but the last two, I just messed it up and erased it. So sorry, please do like and subscribe. If you're watching this later or on a phone, feel free to hype it up. We do live stream about, we're glad you came even for a little bit, Miriam. We do live stream about 4 times a week, usually Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, some Saturdays, and Sundays. Every once in a while I'll flip it around a little bit. I think going forward that's my schedule. This week we'll be live streaming every day until the end of the month, until Dios de los Muertes, as we rock out the rest of October. We've got a lot of, hey, how are you? Got a lot of stuff to do here in Los Angeles and share. For some reason, I've never looked at this sign before, but it always looks like the Virgin Mary from a distance. Camp OJ. I could go for some OJ right now. OJ, I'm talking about the drink. It's such a sugar rush. Like, I can't believe we tried to convince people orange juice was good for you. It's basically like liquid M&Ms. I still love it. I'd rather have M&Ms though, to be honest with you. This is the underground mall over here, and that sculpture on the top of it, I love the Triforium. I love it. I wish we could get a little closer to it. The mall, Fletcher Bowrun Square. I have no idea who Fletcher Bowrun is. Hopefully he is as decent a person as Gloria Molina. Anyway, there's a little mall. I remember having jury duty very early in Los Angeles, and there are a bunch of restaurants under there. Not many of them are left. I think we walked down there during the protest, but this sculpture, look it up. It actually never really worked properly, but it's kind of like a giant synthesizer almost, and it reacts with light and sound to the traffic going by. I've never seen it working. It's never worked in my time. I think it's from the 70s, and it probably only worked for a little bit in the 70s. Now I think it's outdated and can't be fixed because whatever technology they use then, they don't make anymore. but it's just cool. I don't know. I'm 99% sure it's called a triforium. So also could be early 80s. I always assume giant public works like that are something to do with the Olympics. We'll go walk through it. I'll just aim my camera up. So each one of those little glass pieces is a light, and then those orange sort of ladybug things are speakers. Those little lights remind me of like candles from like an Italian restaurant. That kind of dimpled. Right, but when is the last time it worked though? Yeah, I know. That's what I was just telling these people.
The lights turn on, they're really nice. Sometimes, like maybe like on Thanksgiving and Christmas, if and then they decide they might stick them on.
I hope so. It's a really cool public work.
Yeah.
I've never seen it on in my whole entire life. Take care. You really awesomely confirmed everything I just told you. Hey, Ms. Evil Glenn! Happy Saturday. So every night through November 1st or 2nd, they are doing stuff for Dios de los Muertes here in Olvera Street. We'll be going on Monday night, the Monday night special. So I'm going to try to keep us. We're just going to breeze through. And Monday night, I think I'm going to get a taquito. I don't want to spoil everything for Monday night. That's what he said, that the gentleman that told me about it, was that it's disconnected. I thought it was just broken. And I feel like I read that it never worked properly. It's called the Triforium though, right? For a while I had a hard time remembering that name and I would call it anything but. Wow, alright, get ready for more fun stuff. If you joined us the other day for walking downtown through cemeteries, this is kind of a repeat of that walk, except with a hell of a lot more people spilling into the street up there. So, regulars, I hope this is not a spoiler for our Monday night walking through here now, but always worth it. We're just walking over the 101 freeway. Here is your Walking in LA traffic report. Heading north, slow. I just don't love taking the freeways ever. I don't like taking the highway, or the freeway rather, and being stuck in traffic because I feel like you can't escape. Whereas if you take surface streets, you could always take a left turn or a right turn somewhere and get out of the way. Thank you, Dennis. I'm gonna check it out. I might have watched it before, but I kind of want to see it working. I believe the procession, which is the march, the Dios de los Muertes march, is like at 7 o'clock nightly until November 2nd. This is the first day for the shrines here. Now I can smell the marigolds.
Mañana le tenemos nuevamente al ballet folclórico México Azteca. Gracias, maestra. Continuamos.
And people are still in the process of setting these up. We are going to come back here, obviously, on Monday. So and watch the Novenario. We will check out that stuff. All right, let's go to Union Station. Yeah, there's something sort of clean smelling about a marigold. Oh my god. I love this whole family is posing here with a bottle of tequila. They're putting their sombreros on. Woo! Oh, people are getting their face painted. I also love the smell of carnations, which are obviously really sweet. So, get ready to get spooked at BOOnion Station. This is a family event, so I don't know if it's going to be crazy. I doubt it's going to be crazy, but I figured we'd just check it out. I love like things that smell green or like leaves. The smell of green leaves, olive leaves or olive branches, even though I really don't love olives. Tomato. Have you ever grown tomatoes and then like walked through the tomato patch? Is it a tomato patch? and you rub the leaves and you end up with that sort of green scent. It's one of my favorite smells. I always buy tomatoes on the vine just so I can get a little whiff of that. Good afternoon, Infinite Fried Chicken. So they just opened this portion of Union Station, sorry. Am I in New York? We walked through it the other day. Of course it was empty. Hey, Gary. I like green smells and earthy smells, but like I also love like citrusy and lime and orange. I don't really wear cologne. I do like ladies' perfume though, like when a lady wears perfume, but I don't really wear cologne myself, or ladies' perfume for that matter. But I used to like ones that like what's that Hermes one that was called Orange something, L'Orange, it was very orangey smelling. Like orange leaves. I don't even know if this is a way I can go, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I feel like every time I go to the grocery store to buy groceries for dinner, it used to be like $20, and I'm, could be because I'm buying a bottle of olive oil, but I feel like every time I go to the grocery store, it's like 40 something plus dollars for like one night's meal. And so it's kind of weird. I have no ideas how much Roma tomatoes cost though.
Stand by, please.
I was saying the other day that when I first moved here, I was like Union Station was slamming busy all the time. And it was full of like little places to get bagels and gifts and whatnot. Magazines. Remember those? And now it's just missing all of that. I mean, Trax is still open. Okay, that's where BOOnion Station is out over there, so we'll walk out the center door. But I mean, there used to be a magazine stand over here, some place that sold like gifts and candy. This was a bagel shop. Really delicious bagel shop, actually. All right, get ready. This was also open when I first came here in the past. You can get a scaricature. A pumpkin decorating. Get your kids and come down here, you guys. You can do the mash. I love it. Wait, did he say you can get candy around the... Well, I want some candy. Oh no!
He wants candy. I want
Then you can monster
BOOnion Station. Woo. I don't see any candy. Really cute. All right.
We'll see you in the next hour. We'll see you in the next hour for some more candy.
And here's the BOOnion Station photo booth. Fun. What a cute little event. Alright, do you guys remember this from beautiful restaurant? Okay. BOOnion Station. Oh no, I know. $111. It's crazy. There's no like $20 trip to the grocery store. I hate to say this, but I don't really notice when prices go up. Not that I'm rolling in the money, I'm certainly not, but like I just don't notice stuff until it's too late. I remember during COVID they just opened a Target near my house. And like I would go there because there was nothing else to do. And every time I would go there, like $84. Hey, just YouTube. I'm just live streaming on YouTube. You want to say absolutely? Hey guys, Well, just walking in LA. We went to the arts festival, Dios de los Muertes over here and here. Sure. Hang tight for 1 second. Perfect. Here we go. That's excellent. Huh? There's one over there, one at Gloria Molina, and then you can paint a pumpkin over there if you want to. Take care, guys. That was a pretty cool hat. So we're going to walk back through downtown. I think we're going to walk back through some of the places that we just went. Maybe kind of divert a little bit. I'm gonna walk back to the train station now. Right? I'm hanging out with a cool skateboard posse. I'm actually gonna get closer to them. Anyway, so we'll be probably like live streaming for 40 minutes as we walk through downtown. I'm going to make my way towards 7th and Metro. All right. So if you feel like we went through Olvera Street too fast, we'll be going back slow on Monday. Tomorrow, Halloween block party downtown. I have absolutely RSVP tickets for us. I love the fact that kid was walking behind me and moaning. I don't know if you heard that. I think I saw a TikTok video on that. Teenagers moaning. I pay attention to prices, but like, I notice when it's too late, I feel like. So before COVID, during COVID, I was going to Target all the time, and it was always like $84. As soon as COVID ended, pretty much buying the same thing, but I noticed it went up to like $100 and then $120. I went to Target. I don't shop at Target right now, but I did go to Target. It's really convenient. And I did that same type of grocery shopping. It was like $191. I think I might have bought detergent at the same time, or like something out of the question, like not to eat at the same time, but so expensive. I'm happy to stream. I'm happy you could make it. I'm sorry you missed out on your bike ride. Do you have like a stationary bike? I don't have a bicycle. because I don't have anywhere to store it. I do like bike riding. I kind of like the sort of freedom that it gives you. I remember we used to have an exercycle, is what we called it, stationary bike. But riding a bicycle outside, absorbing everything that you see that passes by you, like your all 5 senses, that's way better than any stationary bike could ever provide. Stationary bike also feels more like you're exercising. Also, not only are things getting more expensive, but they, like the shrinkflation, like the smaller, slightly smaller sizes. I bought a bag of chips yesterday, Kettle brand chips. They were a new flavor, made in avocado oil. It was called Special Sauce. I highly recommend them. But like, I bought the bag, $3.99. When I got it home and then like looked at the ounces, it was like 8-ounce bag of chips or 10-ounce bag of chips. Remember when that bag of chips used to be like 16 ounces for $3.99? Because I just kind of needed like to chill out yesterday and reward myself for my hard work last week. I did buy some Oreos, double stuffed Oreos. They were on sale also for $3.99. And there are only 3 rows of Oreos in there now, and they're really short. Like I feel like 1/3 of the Oreos are missing. Like, or 1 row. Ooh. I'm on federal property with my gimbal. Let me get off here before I... before I get in trouble. Hey! Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to my members. New members ghost story video coming out this week. Actually going to be a scary one. Still a little historical, but scary. It's fiction. And shout out, thank you guys for allowing me to do all that kooky stuff and then sometimes watching it. I appreciate that. If it is your first time here and you're lurking, that's okay. We welcome you completely. Please feel free to like, sub, or chat, or hype this video. Let the algorithm know that we are here. General strike. I hear a lot of stuff about a general strike right now. I kind of wonder how that would work. It's an interesting concept. No worries. Tell me who Fletcher Beauron was. Anybody. I'm not sure who Fletcher Beauron was. Hey, Hedge. I can't really see. So we're coming up on 1st Street. Again, we're right by City Hall. We're gonna walk 7 blocks. I'm gonna hop on the metro and head home. I am gonna have a late night tonight. We're gonna be streaming late tomorrow. Monday, We've got Dios de los Muertes. I'm going to be streaming on Tuesday. It's just going to be a pop-up stream. Maybe in the morning, just a little bit of a walk. I will set that up in advance. I will set up the Dios de los Muertes in Hollywood Forever Cemetery for November 1st. That is next Saturday. It's going to be an evening stream so we can get maximum creepiness on All Hallows Day, which would be November 1st, rather. I just assume that anyone dressed in all black is dressed as a witch for Halloween. She was not. A lawyer and also a judge. I wonder what kind of lawyer and judge. I feel like when you dig into LA history and you look back at politicians of Los Angeles over the years, we've got some pretty colorful characters that didn't always do the right thing. Hey, Robert. You know who you are, and I know who you are too. Thank you so much. And Edge fan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I saw it. It came right up. So the really nice thing is I now can see any Venmo. I still can't see members stuff, but I can see any Venmo. It just pops up on my phone. Thank you so much. That is super, super awesome, generous. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you, Robert, Mary, and Will, for your support today. So, I'm now across the street. I'm going to stand over here by this refrigerator. And fireworks, woo, and kitties. Kitties and hearts. Alright, I'm going to cross the street while I can. Little Tokyo is behind us. Tomorrow, when we go to the block party over here, we'll also be popping into Little Tokyo because they're having a Halloween block party too. I didn't put it on the post up because I honestly didn't know about it. When I am trawling for stuff to do, I literally have to look multiple times in multiple places because sometimes things don't show up, or sometimes things will show up from a year before, or I'll get times from the year before. And nothing goes away on the internet. I feel like the Creepy Clown one, we kind of buffered the beginning with our nice live stream, and then the end with our the end of our live stream. There are so many more decorated houses in Burbank. In fact, I did go home and change the thumbnail because I used a thumbnail from one that's further away that we went to the year before. Oh my gosh. Literally, these skaters are a block ahead of me the whole way. Now they're skating at the police station. Also, you know, as I've made the decision to go carless for the next couple months, I might explore taking one of these metro bikes. But I probably should buy a bike helmet if I'm going to ride a bike. It never works. Whew. I'm gonna try to wiggle over onto a more interesting street. Or maybe we're actually on a good street to walk down, just at a modern spot. You know, the LAPD headquarters is a building that I don't hate. I think I like it most. I like its modernity. I like the fact that it's almost invisible because it's so mirrored, and what the mirrors reflect is the area around it. So it kind of just disappears in a way. We can't see the part that does that because it's on the other side of that, but it's a pretty cool building. Although I'd more way into the Barney Miller style police station. Going back to Barney Miller again. I'm gonna have to watch a Barney Miller just to make sure. Thank you. The 2nd and Main. We're gonna cross over to Broadway. But this is like an event space, but it is an old church. It is really just cool. I wish I could walk right inside. Could I? Let's see if there's a security guard. No, somebody coming out with a chair. I once had a friend who did bridal stuff, and she had an event there, and I helped them out with it. And it was just pretty amazing. It seems a lot higher than 10 floors, that building. Oh, we can't see it at all anymore. So coming up here on the left on 3rd Street, I like to talk about this a lot. It's the Liberty Theater. It's the first movie theater built to show motion pictures in Los Angeles. That's the moving pictures. It was so crazily ornate. And what we see of it today is literally a sliver of the building. It's almost just the front theater facade portion of it, and the rest of the building was just sliced. No plaque. No mention. It's still kind of hanging out there. The new building. And then the theater portion. Liberty Theater, Los Angeles. You should totally look it up. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure why they saved a sliver of it either. I'm gonna walk over to Broadway. I'm wearing pants today, speaking of the weather. I actually could have shorts on, but there are moments when it's too cold for shorts, I feel like. Although right now, shorts wouldn't mind at all. I wouldn't mind shorts at all. Look at the double stuffed Oreo package. There are only 3 rows in it. Sorry, there's one on the ground. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, all right.
It's kind of sad, but you know what? I'm just gonna look back at it. It's kind of sad, but it's also kind of interesting to be able to discover something like that on your own, you know? I think I've mentioned this before, but I mean, as far as like, I think Los Angeles didn't have a sense of the history it had created, and therefore didn't preserve a lot of stuff that they should have preserved. There's a building called the Richfield Building, which you could look that up. It doesn't exist anymore. It was built for Richfield gas stations, and the only reason they built that building was because they wanted to put an antenna on top of it so that the Richfield network could connect via radio. I'm para-whatevering this story, so I might not have 100% of the facts correct, but it was a beautiful Art Deco building, and when Art Deco was just too much for people, they literally tore that building down. They used to be $2.50, and they used to come with another row, those Oreos. What really burns my ass as far as pricing is candy bars. $2.69 for a Snickers. I'm not talking a king-size Snickers, and I didn't buy it, but since when is like a Hershey bar $2.69? Or a Snickers $2.69? Or M&M's, which you only get 4 of, $2.69. And I'm not talking the share bag. I love Art Deco, but I think architecture is a lot of the way it has fashions, for lack of a better way to explain it, right? So after the excess of the 20s and 30s, the 40s, the 50s and 60s were all about stripping everything down, making everything modern and clean and like not very ornate. Like the building wasn't in vogue anymore. It just looked like an old building, I guess. So at the time they tore those buildings down too, they were only like 50 years old. I can't think of a 50-year-old building that I would love to save at this point, you know? 50 years ago is 1970s. I don't know that we would consider any buildings from the 1970s too special. Except maybe the World Trade Center. Or the United Nations building. Something like that. We're on Broadway. I think we're about 4 blocks from the train station. I love coming here, but I don't think this is ever anywhere we're going on a Saturday. Hold on, I'm gonna just make sure. I remember when candies were 25 cents. But I remember that was like the time when I couldn't tell a difference between a nickel and a quarter. Why is the nickel bigger than the dime? My favorite coin, I don't even know, it's a Dutch coin. It's like a 10-cent coin. It's so tiny. Also, there's a Danish coin with a hole in the middle that I really loved. But the tiny Danish dime, I don't know if Will is still here. I know you guys use euros now. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, Kick Rocks. Welcome. Oh my god, 50-cent taco. Tacos are also like, we have a neighborhood place. We have two neighborhood places. Our neighborhood is slowly getting gentrified. So there are two places that we go to all the time, or used to. Two places that we used to go to all the time. The one that is closer to the more gentrified portion of our neighborhood, the tacos are like $4. And they got a new fresh coat of paint. The taco stand that we go to, the tacos are $3. Still really expensive. They're actually better at the taco stand. I tried to make tacos for dinner last night. They sucked. They literally sucked. The first mistake is buying taco meat. So that's meat that's all cut up. It's like full of tendon and that's the kind of stuff that makes me want to go vegetarian. So we had really sucky tacos. I think the time before that I made tacos, I just bought like meat and cut it up into pieces myself. Hey! You guys, if I miss anybody right now on the saying hi, I do welcome you. It's really bright out. And so I can't see the screen completely. It's basically like gross pieces of meat cut up. Like I don't even know what part of the cow it is. I should have just got like a roast or a tri-tip and cut up pieces myself. But you know what? I'm gonna go home and have some more of those tacos because I made a lot. Maybe now that they've sat in the taco seasoning overnight, they'll be more flavorful. Those weren't very good. So if you right now for some reason on YouTube it's like Halloween in the 90s, Halloween in the 80s, Halloween in the 70s, etc. And the crazy thing is there'll be like a bunch of commercials from like the 70s for Halloween, and they always go to like a drugstore that's selling Halloween candy, and Halloween candy was $1.99 for like the trick-or-treat bag. And I'm not talking about like the second-rate candy, like the Whoppers bag. We're talking like Snickers bag, Hershey's bag. I know Hershey's isn't great quality chocolate, but you know, like $1.99 plus coupons inside. Plus if you bought two bags, it was crazy. It was so cheap. Chocolate candy is not good for us. Delightful though, I love it, but it's just so expensive. It would make me nervous not to be able to hear the motor in my car or feel it, or like hear things going on around me with music that loud. I don't like loud music in the car. So the question for tomorrow night is, do I wear a costume to the Halloween ball? And what costume do I wear that I could still be mobile in and will not ruin my vision while I'm trying to obstruct my vision? But the good thing about C's is you can still go in and get a free piece. Oh, here's the shoe store guy. We came here for the art night, and this guy has the best shoes ever. Hand made shoes. Sixth Street. All right, you guys, I got one more block. I'm gonna sign off and then go home, take dogs for a walk, find out what time Joe will be home. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the sights and sounds of Halloween in Los Angeles. I used to love Brock's chocolates, or Brock's candies, and Schrafts. Do you remember Schrafts? Or maybe that was like New England regional, but Schrafts and Brock's were kind of like the same. In Charlestown in Boston, there's a Schrafts factory, candy factory. So maybe it is a Boston candy company. Boston had a lot of candy companies. We also had the Necco New England Confectionery Company, maker of the Necco wafers. That was like in Somerville or Cambridge. I remember when that factory was making the candy, you could literally smell that like white Necco wafer. The air smelled like the white or the black one, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off and start putting my stuff away so I'm not doing it at the train station. But thank you so much for being here today. Necco wafers and Canada mints. Those were old people candy though. Like, I remember getting a ride home in grammar school from my neighbor Heidi's grandfather, and he would always have a big box of Canada mints in the back of his car, and we would gobble them down. They're disgusting, chalk-like mints. Ugh, yucky. So have an awesome night. Again, thank you so much, Edge Fan. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much, Will. Some fireworks for you guys. We'll see you tomorrow evening back downtown, block party. Don't forget to wear a costume. We'll also be popping over to Little Tokyo. So thank you guys so much for watching. Good night and sweet dreams, or good afternoon and sweet nap dreams. And goodbye, and some more kitties for you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye!